She laughed. My dad says you'll never be good enough for me. I replied, he's right. Then I showed her dad the private Instagram story of her trashing his business. Her dad's phone call to her. Original post. I, 29 male, am a custom furniture maker. I'm not a carpenter in the sawdust on the flannel way. I design and build high-end commission pieces. My workshop is clean, my tools are advanced, and my waiting list is long. I make a good living, but I'm blue-collar to people who've never worked a day in their lives. For 2 years, I was dating Fiona, 26. She's beautiful, charismatic, and the daughter of Gregory DeRocco, 55. Gregory owns DeRocco Signature Homes, one of the biggest luxury developers in the state. He's self-made, ruthless, and has a voice that sounds like gravel in a blender. From day one, he hated me. Not in an overt stay away from my daughter way. It was worse. It was patronizing. Fiona tells me you work with your hands, he'd say at a sterile family dinner, looking at my calluses. Good for you. A man needs a hobby. It's my business, Gregory, I'd say. Of course, he'd smile, cutting his $200 steak. Fiona works for him. Her title is client liaison, which is corporate speak for has a company-leased luxury sedan and a platinum Amex for client dinners. She lives in my apartment, which I own, I pay the mortgage on, and contributes. Vibes, I guess. The problem is Fiona idolizes her father. She craves his approval more than anything. And because he thinks I'm a high-end handyman, she thinks I'm a high-end handyman. Last night, it all came to a head. We were supposed to go to some gala for her dad's company. I just finished a grueling 70-hour week installing a library for a client, and I was exhausted. Fiona, I can't. I'm dead on my feet. Can we just stay in? Order food. She looked at me with genuine, cold disgust. Stay in? On a gala night? Reese, my father's going to be there. All his partners are going to be there. I can't not go. Then you go. I'm not up for it. She let out this sharp, barking laugh. It was ugly. Ugh, this is exactly it. This is what he means. I was talking to him about you last week. My stomach went cold. Oh yeah? What did Gregory have to say? He said you'll never be good enough for me. You don't have the stamina, the drive. You're just comfortable in your little sawdust box. You'll never be one of us. I stared at her. She wasn't angry. She was agreeing with him. She was embarrassed by me. You know what, Fiona? I said, my voice incredibly calm. He's right. Her perfectly manicured eyebrow-raised expression was almost worth the last 2 years. What? He's right. I'm not good enough for you. For this lifestyle. I'll never be one of you. Thank God. Reese, don't be dramatic. I'm not. I'm done. Pack a bag. You can go to the gala. And you can stay at your dad's. She was shocked. She actually thought I would beg. She thought I was the lucky one. You're dumping me? Because I told you the truth. No. I'm just agreeing with your father's assessment. We're not a match. Get your stuff. She left, calling me every name in the book. And here's the thing. I'm not just a sander. I'm a details guy. Fiona has a close friends list on Instagram. She added me about a year ago. It's usually just her complaining about her facialist or how her favorite champagne gives her a headache. I never paid much attention. But for the last month, I've been paying attention, and I've been screen recording. She's so arrogant. She either forgot I was on the list or just didn't care. Last week, she was at a spa on her dad's company card. Her close friend's story. Her and her best friend, Celeste, in white robes, clinking champagne glasses. Fiona, thank God Dad is too old to understand Instagram. This client relations is exhausting. Celeste giggles. Fiona, no, I'm serious. He's making me review the schematics for the new development. He's like, Fiona, you need to understand the business. And I'm like, why? It's just houses. Who cares? Just sell them to the new money tech people. Then the video from 2 days ago. She's in her company car. Fiona, I'm dying. I'm at the new site and the clients. She literally gags. They're obsessed with this modern farmhouse crap. It's so tacky. My dad just bends over for them. Oh yes, Mr. Johnson, we can definitely source reclaimed wood from a 19th century pig trough. It's mortifying. I keep telling him, Dad, we tell them what they want. That's what a signature home is. He's such a dinosaur. He's leaving so much money on the table. And the crown jewel. From yesterday. Fiona. Celeste. I swear to God. I just filed my expense report. I expensed a $1,200 candle. Celeste. Voice off screen and oh. A candle. Fiona. Yep. From that little boutique. I labeled it client gifting and staging. Who's gonna check? My dad. LMAO. It's my inheritance. I'm just, accessing it early. He owes me for making me fly coach to the expo last month. It was inhumane. She didn't just betray me. She's actively, gleefully betraying her father. The man whose opinion she values more than mine. The man who built the entire empire she's mocking. He thinks I'm a problem. He thinks I'm a leech. He's wrong. Gregory is old school. He eats at the same diner every Friday morning. 7 a.m. Like clockwork. I've got a 7 a.m. meeting tomorrow. And I'm bringing my iPad. This isn't just for me. This is pest control. Update 1. It's been 72 hours since the gala. My life has been loud. So, Friday morning, 7:10 a.m. I walk into the diner. It's all old guys, contractors, and cops. And right there, in the back booth, is Gregory DeRocco. He's alone, reading a physical newspaper. I slide into the booth opposite him. He looks up over his glasses. His face goes from neutral to disgusted. Miles, you got a lot of nerve. Morning, Gregory. Fiona told me what you did. Kicking her out. Pathetic. I always knew you were weak. She told you what I did, I said. But she didn't tell you why. I don't care why. You're done. Get out of my booth. In a minute. First, you're a businessman. You value loyalty. You hate waste. You hate leeches. His eyes narrowed. Get to the point. I think you need to see this. I pulled out my iPad. I'd edited the videos into one 90-second compilation. I hit play. I put on the table. His eyes flickered from me to the screen. He watched. I watched him. He heard, who cares? It's just houses. His jaw tightened. He heard, he's such a dinosaur. His knuckles went white on his coffee cup. He heard, it's mortifying. Then he heard the $1,200 candle and accessing it early, and he owes me. His face went completely, utterly blank. It was terrifying. He didn't yell. He didn't move. He just stopped. He watched the whole thing. Then he rewound it. He watched the candle part again. He looked up at me. His voice was so quiet, I could barely hear it. Why are you showing me this? Because you were right about me, Gregory. I'm not one of you. I'm not good enough for your family. But you're wrong about who the leech is. You built your company with your hands. I respect that. I don't respect her. He stared at me. You want money. Is that it? Blackmail. No. I stood up. I don't want a single thing from you. I just figured you, as a dinosaur, should know what the meteor thinks. I put $10 on the table for my coffee. Have a good day, Gregory. I walked out. I got in my truck. My hands were shaking. That was the scariest thing I've ever done. I got home. I didn't have to wait long. 10:03 a.m. My phone explodes. Fiona. Fiona. Text, what did you do? Fiona. What did you show him? Fiona. He's at the condo. He's at the condo. I look out my window. Gregory's black Range Rover is parked on the street. Fiona. He's taking my CAR. He's taking my Amex. He took my keys. Fiona. He's making me go to the office. Fiona. He says I have to work. In accounts payable. In the basement. Fiona. You did this. You ruined my life. Fiona. I'm suing you. You can't show private videos. I'll destroy you. I just blocked the number. An hour later, pounding on my door. So hard I thought it was going to break. I look through the peephole. It's Fiona. She looks like she's been dragged through a hedge backward. Mascara everywhere. No designer bag. Reese, open this door. You bastard. Open it. I didn't. I know you're in there. You owe me. You stole from me. I just sat on my couch. You think this is funny? I'll call the cops. I'll tell them you put your hands on me. My blood went ice cold. This is it. This is the part where it gets real. I grab my phone. I hit record voice memo. And I walk to the door. Fiona, I said, my voice loud and clear, so the phone would get it. Are you threatening to file a false police report against me? Silence from the other side. Fiona, I just want to talk. Let me in, Reese. You have my stuff. I'm packing your things. I will text you when they are ready to be picked up. If you don't leave my property right now, I will be calling the police for harassment. We are done. I heard her shriek. It wasn't a human sound. It was pure animal rage. Then, I heard her stomp away. I let out the breath I'd been holding for a minute. My whole body is shaking. She didn't just say she was entitled. She's a weapon. She left so fast she left the artifact. The one thing I know she values. Her stupid $2,800 limited edition artisan espresso machine. The one she had to have. The one she used her client gifting card to buy. It's sitting on my counter, like a big stainless steel trophy. This is so far from over. Final update. It's been 2 months. The dust has mostly settled into a nice, satisfying pile of consequences. The week after the showdown was a legal nightmare. Fiona was not bluffing. 2 days after her screaming fit, a sheriff's deputy served me. She had filed for an emergency temporary restraining order. She claimed I was unstable, obsessive, and harassing. She claimed I'd stolen private, intellectual property, the videos, LMAO, and was using it to blackmail her family. She claimed she was in fear for her life. My stomach just evaporated. This is the reality. The system is built to believe the woman in these scenarios. I was terrified. I had to hire a lawyer immediately. A woman named Tessa, who looked like she ate nails for breakfast. It cost me $3,500. Just poof. Gone. Money I'd saved for a new router for my workshop. This is the not a hero part. I took a real, painful hit. We had the hearing. It was me and Tessa. It was Fiona, her mom, who looked at me like I was a bug, and some slick lawyer Gregory was clearly paying for. Fiona, in a high-neck blouse, looking like a victim from a Victorian novel. Your Honor, I'm just so scared. He stalked my private social media. He recorded me without my consent. He's trying to ruin my relationship with my father. Her lawyer. Your Honor, this is a clear case of obsessive behavior. My last name, is lashing out. The judge, a no-nonsense older woman, looked at me. Sir, you're stalking Ms. Duraco. Tessa stood up. Your Honor, Ms. Duraco added my client to her close friends list on Instagram. He was an intended audience member. Here is the screenshot of her close friends list, with my client's name clearly visible. The judge looked at it. Tessa, and as for the content he stole, Fiona's lawyer, objection, that content is private and irrelevant. Tessa, is it? Because the content in question involves Ms. Duraco, an employee of Duraco Signature Homes, bragging to her friends about, and I quote, expensing a $1,200 candle and accessing her inheritance early via a company credit card. My client wasn't stalking her. He was witnessing potential embezzlement. The entire courtroom went silent. Fiona's lawyer looked at her. Fiona was purple. The judge. She looked at Fiona. Judge, Ms. Duraco, you're bragging about fraud on the internet, and you're trying to get a restraining order against the man who saw it. Fiona, it was a joke. A private joke. Judge, and a threat to file a false police report against him? Was that also a joke? Tessa, we have that on an audio recording, Your Honor. Would you like to hear it? Judge, I would not. TRO denied. Ms. Duraco, you are wasting the court's time and resources. Get out of my courtroom. Fiona crumpled. I thought that was the end. I won, but I was still out $3,500 until I got a call. A week later. Miles, it's Gregory Duraco. I almost hung up. Gregory. I heard what happened in court. My wife, she pressured me into paying for that weasel lawyer. Okay, he's fired, and I wanted to apologize. She tried to pull that on you. I was silent. Look, he said, sounding tired. I was wrong about you. You're not a leech. You're a man of principle. I get it. You work with your hands. So do I. I forgot that. This was wild. She's in accounts payable. In the basement. I wasn't kidding. Her paycheck is being garnished. By me. until she pays back the $18,400 in candles we found in her audit. She's not happy. The revenge. The real revenge. And it was all legal. All HR. All him. And, that $3,500 you spent on that lawyer. Send me the invoice. Gregory, I'm not. Send me the damned invoice, Miles. It's a consulting fee. I want you to look at the plans for my home office. It's tacky. And now for the best part. The artifact. I boxed up all of Fiona's stuff. The mountains of clothes, shoes, bags. I got a text from Celeste. Celeste, Fiona says I'm picking up her stuff. 4 p.m. She says you better have everything, especially her artisan machine. 4 p.m. Celeste shows up in her little convertible. I haul out 12 boxes. She looks at them, then at me. Where's the espresso machine? The what? The artisan? Her $2,800 machine? The one she loves. Oh, that. I sold it. Her mouth just dropped. You sold it. Yep. That's theft, Reese. That was hers. Was it? I said, pulling out my phone. Because here's the Amex statement. The company Amex. The one Gregory paid. The one she used to buy it. I'd say it was stolen property. But I didn't feel like going to the cops. So I sold it. For $1,500. Cash. Celeste just stared at me. Tell Fiona, I said, smiling, that my lawyer cost $3,500. And Gregory's consulting fee only covered the retainer. She still owes me $2,000. So the $1,500 from machine, that's just accessing my money early. I shut the door. It's quiet now. I'm working. I'm actually building Gregory's new home office. He's a nightmare client. He questions every piece of wood, every joint, but he pays his invoices in 24 hours. And he paid the $3,500. Last I heard, Fiona is still in the basement. She's apparently trying to lead a revolution of the other accounting staff, who all hate her. I'm not good enough for her, and I've never been richer.